Bismillah walhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala wa ba'd. Indeed, ikhwan, when we look now at where we are in the month of Ramadan, we have now come across and begun and entered upon the 17th day of Ramadan, or the 17th night of Ramadan, and Bukra is the 17th day. And that no doubt will indicate the sur'ah and the speed in which time passes, the month itself and time generally. And that similarly should cause us to take account of ourselves as it relates to this Ramadan itself, where we are in relation to what should be carried out by ourselves in terms of righteous action, uprightness, rectifying ourselves. When we entered upon Ramadan, we knew we were entering upon a period that is from the mawasim and the periods of khair. We knew we were entering upon a period that would purge us, purify us, correct us, rectify us. We knew we were entering upon a period that is filled with rahmah and barakah. And we knew that we were entering upon a period, ayyuhal ikhwah, that Allah Azza wa Jal every night frees individuals from the hellfire. And inevitably each and every one of us hopes that Allah Azza wa Jal frees us from the hellfire. And so with this being then the middle of Ramadan having passed us, these are from the reflections that we should make. That we should reflect upon that which is related to what we have done. And inevitably each and every one of us should look at ourselves and recognize that we have a number of shortcomings as it relates to the actions that we could have done in Ramadan and how we could have benefited from Ramadan thus far. And that, brothers and sisters, is from the blessings of Allah Azza wa Jal, that at this stage in Ramadan we take account of ourselves. Alhamdulillah, if Allah Azza wa Jal has blessed you to be from among those individuals who have truly benefited from Ramadan from its beginning, فَبِهَا وَنِعْمَةٍ. That is a blessing. But if it is that because of this dunya that surrounds us, we're not benefiting from Ramadan the way we really could have, then let us look now at the 17th night of Ramadan and at least try and rectify that which has passed. For indeed the affairs, ikhwan, that Allah Azza wa Jalla has commanded us with, from the righteous actions, from the acts of ibadah, from those things that draw us closer to Allah Azza wa Jalla, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves that we perfect those actions. As the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he mentioned in that authentic hadith, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ مِنْ عَبْدِهِ إِذَا عَمِلَ عَمَلًا أَنْ يُتْقِنَهُ. That Allah Azza wa Jalla في الرواية إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ مِنْ أَحَدِكُمْ إِذَا عَمِلَ عَمَلًا أَنْ يُتْقِنَهُ. That Allah Azza wa Jalla loves from one of you that when he carries out an action, that he perfects it, that he does it well. And performing the action well includes this month of Ramadan, the fasting that is that we're carrying out, the righteous actions that we're doing within this month. It is a month of Qira'atul Quran. How and where are we in relation to that? It is a month of Sadaqah, giving in charity. Where are we in relation to that? It is a month, of course, of Siyam, of naturally that is wajib upon each and every one of us. And I'm sure none of us, ikhwan, are being negligent in relation to that. But the other righteous actions that we can do, where are we in relation to those actions that are carried out in Ramadan and are encouraged in Ramadan? Where are we as it relates to it'am al-ta'am, and the righteous actions of feeding and what have you? These actions then, brothers and sisters, let us reflect upon where we are, reflect upon what we've done, recognize and accept and admit that we could have done much better, and at least attempt to perfect that which remains from the month. Ibn al-Jawzi, he mentioned a statement concerning the affair of the part of Ramadan that has passed, when the person, the abd, he realizes that there is only a short amount of Ramadan that remains. He mentions just like the racehorse. When the racehorse is upon a track and he is coming close to the end of that track, the racehorse, it exerts every effort to reach the finishing line. When there is that last portion of the track left, The horse exerts every effort to reach the finishing line. And he said, don't let the racehorse be more clever than you. If it is that you have not done well in the beginning of Ramadan, then concentrate upon being better at the end of Ramadan. Since the Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالْخَوَاتِيمِ. He mentioned that indeed the actions are by one's final action. Seal the action well. And so then take account of ourselves. Rectify that which has passed, that perhaps Allah Azza wa Jalla will forgive and overlook that which has occurred and come from us from negligence and from shortcomings. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى يوفقنا وإياكم لما يحبه ويرضاه. صلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا